Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another dispatch. Sunny out, pretty day. So, a couple more pages here, and I'm going to finish out the first chapter of this painting in consciousness, and that'll be that. And okay, so are we recording? We are recording, and we got sound. Good. We're good. Because consciousness is everywhere, and everything is made up of consciousness. The possibility, oh, right, I was reading about the experience of beauty. Rupert Spira talking about beauty as not in the object. The object is a catalyst. The beauty is in the collapse of the subject-object relationship. The beauty is the collapse. Because consciousness is everywhere and everything is made up of consciousness, the possibility of this experience is everywhere and always. It stems from a willingness to receive and let go of the limitations and structures and assumptions of the mind. But some human-made form is created with this intention to catalyze just such a collapse. Rupert Spira, in his explanation of beauty, suggests calling this intentional work sacred art. That seems like a good idea. So how does one go about making sacred art? And do you have to believe in God? And do you have to believe in the sacred or know what it is? And is there any real difference between sacred art and just good, strong art? Do you have to purify yourself or something akin to that? And what about art that isn't sacred? What does that even mean? Big questions to which I don't have answers. But perhaps I can say this, that the maker of sacred art must have a sense of something greater that exists, larger than the boundaries of the finite mind. And that somehow the work that they are making, what may become sacred art, is somehow made in relation to this larger sense, attempting to move towards it, be in relation to it, express it, serve it. The process of painting has a healing aspect to it. There is a cathartic aspect of loosening up and wielding energy that may have been previously held in blocks of bodily, psychological constrictions of negativity or suffering. This is a fairly well-known therapeutic aspect of creative work. But something further occurs when we continue to work on a painting. The context changes as we bring a painting to wholeness. In order for a painting to arrive at wholeness, we must experience this wholeness ourselves. As we strive to bring the painting to its fullness, we necessarily attune ourselves to the needs of the painting. This attunement with the painting is reflexively a form of self-attunement, which necessarily brings ourselves more in sync with being. Our personality structures that we take to be real and solid become, at least temporarily, more transparent, less fixed. Our awareness, which is usually merely present in the background, and which is our true home and self, moves to the foreground as our attention as makers moves to receive an understanding of what next move or mark the painting calls for. We listen to the painting and to what is around the painting. We attend to every square inch of the rectangle with attentive care. When the painting reaches aesthetic and formal wholeness, there is the collapse of outer and inner, of subject and object, and we are relieved of the burden of egoic structure and personality. Relieved of the burden, indeed. The ego doesn't disappear. It simply becomes more transparent, less demanding, and less solidified as our identity. As this process repeats through the ongoing painting practice, there is the possibility of our sense of self gradually changing. Milton Resnick spoke of this when he said in Jeffrey Dorfman's excellent book, Out of the Picture, the unity. The thing that you say makes the painting work. It has to happen to you. You have to become complete in some way, a universe, a complete thing in yourself in order to reach across and breathe some unity upon this thing that you're faced with. More than simply a healing aspect, it may be more accurate to say that the process of painting has a revealing aspect to it, revealing our true nature and actual, already and always, wholeness. That's the end of chapter 1. So there's something I'd like to say in relation to these times we're in, because they feel, I mean, I'm only speaking for myself here, so much feels unstable, anxious. And it feels like larger forces are at work. Forces of chaos, forces of disruption. Dark. But I know also through my painting, through these things that I just read, they're limited. They're limited. This instability. There's something larger, much larger. And painting helps me reconnect with that in a very hands-on way. So putting it out there, it really helps me that way. Okay. Hang in there. Keep making stuff. I'm going to go do that. And be well. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Oh, also, hey, if you want, I got dust motes. Sorry. If you want, I'm starting up some classes this week. Come or just say hi, whatever it is. All right. Be well. Bye-bye.